Boxing King media powered by BYD and the Riyadh season, Mr. Vergil Ortiz. It's been a long time since we've met. How are you, first of all, brother?
I feel great, man. I'm ready to go. I fight next week. Weight's looking good. Training went well. We're done sparring, man, and it's just downhill from here to the fight.
It is, we're literally, what, 10, 14 days away from your fight. What can your opponent expect from Vergil Ortiz? Because you got your fight date moved, you got your opponent changed. Has that brought some more anger in?
Yeah, man. I mean, so the last fight with Tim Tszyu, I was very motivated, and then when the fight, it got canceled, I was like, fuck, like I was kind of like, damn. But when we got this fight, I was back to being motivated. Shit, it's gonna be a hard fight, just as hard even, and we're prepared for everything, and they can expect the best from me.
I know every fighter's dream these days is to fight on these Riyadh season cards. You had that, obviously took away from you, so I'm pretty sure that's going to come again, and I'm sure your team have told you that.
Yeah, so I think it's going to happen again in the future. No doubt about that. We just got to focus on this guy first, and we'll see from there.
What do you make of the Riyadh season? Turkey Al Sheikh's bringing these events to America. He's going to be in London next for Anthony Joshua. What do you make of all that?
I think it's really cool. His Excellency is really doing a good job of bringing the promoters together and making all these fights happen that everyone wants to see. And I think that's good for the sport of boxing.
Like your record now, 21-0, 21 knockouts, it's a wild record, man. I don't think you kind of get, you're obviously huge in America, but in the UK, when I see people like the UK fans, they talk about Shakur, they talk about Gervonta Davis, some of their names, but your name doesn't pop up as much. I don't know why, because you're smoking everyone you're fighting with.
I mean, I really don't know. I don't know how it is over there, so I can't really speak on that, but it's all good. And the few people that I do, I appreciate their support. And for the people who don't maybe not know about me or don't believe in me yet, they will soon.
They've got to believe in you, because you've knocked every single fighter out that you fought. Like the only other fighter I can think of like that is Artur Beterbiev.
Yeah, yeah, he's a beast too, man. So I mean, it's but a lot of people, they don't compare me to him because obviously we're different weight classes for sure. But that these two guys have the same record pretty much. It's kind of cool, I respect the guy for sure. He's a monster.
And when you're getting in the ring, I'm just curious, like your mindset. Are you thinking about the 100% KO ratio? Because surely you must do. You don't want to lose that, do you?
I don't think about the ratio exactly. I think about what can I do to get him out of there. So it's not that even I'm looking for the knockout, or I'm trying to preserve the knockout streak, because I really don't care about it. But I'm just thinking of how I want to look the best as I can, no matter what. And most of the time, that's with a knockout. So I'm just looking how I cannot get hit, how I can hurt him, because that's what I do. I like to break people down. So it just comes with it. It just comes naturally.
It does. And then I'm curious about your father-son relationship. Your dad, even when I came here years ago, always stood by your corner, watching everything you do. I saw today he's making notes. I'm sure you guys have like a bit of feedback afterwards. What's that father-son relationship like?
It means everything to me. He's the reason why I'm here. If he wasn't my coach and he didn't push me, I would not be here talking to you today. And that's it really means a lot. And people always say, oh, this father-son relationships don't work out. Like, who do you think got them there? Like, you know what I mean? That's why they're there. That's why I'm here. So
some of the biggest named boxers in the world have come from father-son related. You've got Edgar Berlanga, obviously his dad's been a big part of his journey. He's obviously fighting Canelo next. Dalton Smith, you've heard of him in the UK. I was just talking about him earlier. He was your sort of weight, but obviously he gone up, but trained by his father. What with regards to your dad, wanting you to train here, what does Robert add to that team?
Robert has a lot of experience, and he has a resume. His resume is all on that wall over there. A lot of world champions. He's trained a lot of good fighters, and he knows what it takes to win. Not only that, he has the experience outside of the ring as well. He's manager, and all those things. He was a boxer himself too. So that's very important experience that he has, that he brings to the table.
I want to know a little bit about Vergil Ortiz, the man behind the boxing gloves, because I was speaking to Bomac yesterday and he was telling me about his hobbies outside boxing, guns and cars. What about for Vergil Ortiz?
I like music. I like playing the guitar. I like the piano. I like playing the PS5 with my brother, Call of Duty, Rocket League. I watch anime sometimes, like Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer. I like to read sometimes. I got away from that a little bit, but every now and then I pick up a book and I'll start reading. And sometimes I'll just read it all day and I'll just lose track of time. For right now, I think that's it. Yeah.
From what you said there, the piano's the thing that spun me out. A guy like you, if I see you in the ring, you're like a killer. Do you know what I mean? And then I can't imagine you sat there playing the piano.
Man, it's a good feeling, man. You know, I have a ear for music. I've had people tell me that I have perfect pitch, which is crazy because, you know, it's I don't know. I feel like it's rare, I think. But you know, I can hear a song in my head and I'll try to figure it out. If I hit it wrong, I'm like, nah, fuck that. That sounds wrong. But I think it's really cool. It's really neat to me.
That's good, man. When can we see Vergil Ortiz become a world champion? Because I feel like it's imminent.
Yeah, it's imminent. So this next fight is for the interim WBC. Man, I think the whole politics thing is coming back into play when I was at 147 because I'm gonna have the interim, right, which is supposed to be the mandatory. But then you got the WBO ordering Crawford versus the winner of Spence and Crawford, which is for the actual WBC. Well, I'm supposed to fight them next, but now, you know, Fundora has the WBC and the WBO when he fought Tim Tszyu. So now it's just like kind of cutting and lining in. So I'm just like, fuck, well, like, I just got to do what I got to do and just stay active and fight whoever's available to fight. That's really all I can do.
If Crawford wins and then doesn't get the Canelo fight, there's every chance it's going to be you.
Oh, hell yeah. I think so, you know, and, you know, Crawford's a great fighter. I think he's a good fighter, and I would love the opportunity to be in the ring with him.
Does Madrimov, if not Madrimov, and if it's Canelo, do Canelo and Madrimov beat Crawford?
Madrimov's not going to beat him. Crawford's going to win that one. I don't know if he's going to get the Canelo fight. And if he does, man, I mean, Crawford's good. I think he's good, but Canelo is Canelo, like, he's great. Crawford is great and Canelo's great, but there's a weight difference. You know what I mean? And Crawford does get hit. I feel like if he gets hit by Canelo, you know, that might be bad. It might be pretty bad. So I would have to go with Canelo on that one.
What if he gets hit by Vergil Ortiz?
Hey, man. You know, I have a good hit. I think so. We just have to wait and see, you know, and hopefully we do. Hopefully we do.
Edgar Berlanga, Canelo, what you think? Because Edgar's received some criticism, which I find crazy because this is a young guy and every young guy wants the biggest fight. Like, you want Crawford, don't you? And if you got Crawford next, I don't know if you would have got hate for that as well. I don't know. But boxing fans are wild, man.
Boxing fans are kind of weird like that, man. How are you gonna hate this young kid for wanting to fight against the best and then getting to fight? You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, praise the guy for even having the balls to step in there. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these boxing fans, they probably couldn't beat these journeymen that they call bums in a professional fight. You know, so it's just, you know, you just kind of have to know where you stand. You know what I mean?
It is a shame, man. Like I said, Edgar's taking his opportunity, and you know, all the best to him. Yep. I'm just curious from your opinion. If I drop these names to you, give me your top three out of these in pound for pound. You got Crawford, Usyk, Inoue, Gervonta Davis, Canelo, Bivol, Beterbiev. How would you rank them three?
Can I see the list real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So you got Crawford, Usyk, Inoue, Gervonta. Fuck.
Who's number one?
It's either Crawford or Usyk, in my opinion, because they're both undisputed, or Crawford was undisputed at 147. Usyk, you know, he's you know, Inoue is a fucking monster too. Fuck, bro. The top four for sure. It's hard. It really is hard. I can't. Crawford, Usyk, Inoue, and Gervonta are hard fighters. I don't think no one beats Gervonta in his weight division. I don't think anyone can beat Inoue in his division. Usyk's the top dog right now. Crawford, I would say only me would have. I think I would have the best chance for sure. I think I could. Canelo, Bivol, and Beterbiev, man. That's okay. So look, I'm gonna get some hate for this. Canelo obviously went up and challenged himself against a better fighter. I mean a bigger fighter, but I still think Canelo's the better fighter. He was just too small for Bivol, and that's my honest opinion. You know, and people are gonna say, oh well, he's still lost. I mean, yeah, that's cool or whatever, but shit, like, I don't know. I can't already hear the hate. You know, that's just my opinion. That's my, you know. So I would have to say Canelo, and then we got the Bivol and the Better Beef. So that's that fight's coming up, ain't it?
It is, yep.
It's so
October 14th.
yeah. I mean, Bivol has a really good punch output. I give him that, and you know he's physically strong. Better Beef. He's won all his fights by knockout. He just has that punching power.
Vergil Ortiz in at light heavyweight.
Man, that's a tough one to call, man. But no, that's a really hard list to rank. It really depends how you look at it, you know. So, you know, you can look at it accomplishment wise, IQ wise, you know, skill wise, athleticism. It's a hard list to yeah.
You got Canelo at number 1, yeah.
No,
No.
Okay, so Crawford, Usyk, Inoue, Gervonta, I would say. You know what? And you got Bam. You know what? You got to add Bam on that list.
You know, I'll tell you who else I would add on that list. Maybe after, if you beat one of these top 10 guys, Vergil Ortiz.
And hopefully, right? And hopefully soon, man. That's the plan. So you got to add Bam to that list.
Yeah. Great fighter. And I asked all your colleagues, your stablemates today, do you watch British fighters? Have you any British fighters that stick out to you that you keep an eye on?
Let me see. I don't know. You're gonna have to name some of me. All right, bro. All right.
Thank you for your time.
Name me some.
Your weight category or heavyweights, like, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Just name any. I mean,
I'll drop the biggest names to you. Obviously, got Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Anthony Yard, Chris Eubank Jr.,
Yeah.
Conor Benn,
Okay.
Dalton Smith, who beat Zepeda recently.
Yeah.
Got another kid, Hamza Shiraz, who trains with Gooson's gym with Ricky Funes. You got Adam Azim. Do you know any of these guys?
Yeah, I knew. I didn't know the last two names, but I knew everyone else. You know, so definitely. I mean, he's a good fighter. Tyson Fury, he's a good fighter as well. You know, Usyk is, like I said, Usyk's just the man right now. You know,
Does anyone beat Usyk in this era, do you think? He's got the rematch coming up.
I don't know, because you know I've actually never really seen, I don't want to say challenge, but maybe like in trouble. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of heavyweight boxing, and you know what, I've gotten most of my predictions wrong on heavyweight, so I don't know what to expect on them. You know, I swear to God, I've gotten every single one wrong. Yeah, I don't know if anyone beats Usyk right now.
Okay. Last question for you. When you win, or if you win, God willing, next week, what are you going to treat yourself to?
Shit, that's a good question. That's a good question.
It could be food, a car, or new piano.
Buy something, man. Shit, I don't know, man. I just bought a guitar for my birthday recently, so I don't need a guitar. I don't need any more cars. I just got a Mach 1 Mustang recently, maybe like kind of recently, maybe like 2-3 years ago. I love it. Yeah, man, it's great. It's great. I love it.
I've actually hired a Mustang there, but the new one.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't look good as the 2024 Eco Boost.
Yeah, no, those are nice too. Yeah, those are nice. Yeah, I love Mustangs. They're great cars. They're awesome cars, man. So I don't need a car right now either.
Have you got it with you here today, the Mach 1?
No, I don't. It's in Texas. I miss it.
Okay.
I miss it, man. I love that car. But man, that is a great question, bro. I kind of want to go to some concerts. I think that's how I'm gonna treat
You
myself.
travel. Have you ever been to Europe?
I haven't been to Europe. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to Europe. I want to do a lot more traveling. I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to, these different islands that no one knows about, kind of low-key islands, you know what I mean? I want to go see the world, you know what I mean? I want to go to Japan as well.
Hey, forget Japan. Come to England. You'll be amazed how much love you'll probably get from boxing fans. I'd
love to go for sure. And if I go, I'll hit you up. Oh yeah.
Well, you hit me up 100%. There is one last thing I remembered. Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson. There's rumors milling around that could happen. What do you think of that?
That is a very interesting fight. You know what I mean? Because this is I think that would be Gervonta's hardest fight in an IQ way. Because Shakur is really smart. He has good defense, and people give a lot of shit to Shakur. He's doing his job. He's not getting hit. Now he might he might not engage as much as he should, but he's doing his job on not getting hit. He just has to give more output. You know, that's what people like against Mayweather. He would do this, but he would also come back. That's why people will still watch Mayweather, even though he was kind of defensively skilled like that. But I think that's a very interesting fight. I would love to see that fight.
Vergil, I appreciate your time, brother. It's always great, and like I said, you're a good, humble young man. Your dad's a great guy, and you see, you brought up well, and I like that. But the best part is, you brought up well, but you're a killer in the ring.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Vergil Ortiz.